Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. We have a beautiful, cold, frosty morning here. We had a little snow last night, and most of the snow has gone. Not that much, maybe an inch or two, perhaps. And I'm gonna go down the stairs here, so sorry about the camera. Just want to make sure I don't fall on my head. Oh, here we go. All right, here we go. Ooh, what a beautiful morning. Look at this. Beautiful sunrise. Beautiful clouds. Lovely. Lovely. It portends like this looks like, oh, what a beautiful day. It's a beautiful winter's day. Is there any significance to this beautiful winter's day? Well, I guess we have that. What are you doing? Did you fall down, go boom? He wants to roll around in the snow. Okay. It's supposed to get really cold. It's not too bad now. It's, let's see, what does it say on the temp here? 22. Yes, it's not too bad. But it's supposed to get down to like 7. So this is all going to be very, very toasty. And seeing all kinds of paw marks here. These are not all Charlie's. So here we go. So let's talk about the day, yeah? I know you guys are wondering. The moon is in Libra. There's a wait and see kind of feeling to the day. Many of us have sort of acquiesced to the collective idea that the felon will become felon 47. And you know, of course, as I always say, it's not over yet. He's not there yet. It does look, however, like that may be the case. And it will start us on kind of a new journey through this. Years ago, somebody said, how long are we going to have to deal with this guy? And I was like, well, until we've learned the lesson. And perhaps there are a couple more lessons to be learned. I know what you're thinking. You're like, F the lessons, I'm sick of the lessons, I'm sick of this guy. Yes, you are, because you are awake. But there are many people who are not. So we have to be patient. And unfortunately, I think things are going to be kind of bad in order for the uninitiated or the unwoke to finally wake up to the reality. We have a square of the moon to Mercury. Mercury's in Capricorn. You know, Mercury in Capricorn is pretty pragmatic and practical. Also traditional. So there is this sort of sense of let's just do it in the traditional way. Of course, we know he didn't win in the traditional way. He cheated in the, I guess, now traditional way of the Republicans. They've been doing that for years. Just not so overtly, perhaps, and not so right in the public eye. We do have an opposition of the moon. Remember, the moon in a chart is the people, and we have an opposition to Chiron here, and so there is an understanding, and there is a wounding to the collective through this, but it is an opposition which brings awareness. So the fact that we have a Libra moon and there's these aspects asking us to not necessarily act, but remain aware of what we're seeing and what we're experiencing. There is a semi-square between the sun and Saturn. Saturn, of course, in Pisces, the sun in Capricorn. No, the sun in Aquarius. The sun has moved into Aquarius. Yes, that happened yesterday. Tomorrow we have a Sun-Pluto conjunction, meaning that this inauguration chart has a Sun-Pluto conjunction in it. That's transformation of the leader, but it's balsamic, so it's about dissolution. It's about dissolution. So he may be in, but there's something about him coming in that creates exactly what we need to end it all in a way and transform it. So that's interesting. We do have the semi-square between the Sun and Saturn. I do want to talk about that a little bit. There are 8 phases between planets. The last one is called the balsamic phase, and it occurs with a waning semi-square between 2 planets, which is exactly what we have with the Sun and Saturn. The Sun, again, being the leader, and Saturn being an energy of ending. So he's actually coming into this with all this sort of, we're at the end of the game energy. So hopefully that makes you feel a little bit better. It is such a beautiful morning here. It's so freaking cold, and now it's getting windy, so it's only going to get colder and windier. And as I said, I made a comment on, I don't know, maybe it was a CNN thing or something. I don't know. I don't comment very often. And they were talking about how they had to change because it was going to be too cold. And I said that's because hell froze over. And in fact, kind of that's what it feels like. It feels like hell is frozen over and sort of taking the Northeast with it. Woo. All right, so yeah, exciting times. All right, guys, I'm gonna go inside, warm up my hands, scoop up that little kitty who's rolling around in the snow. Crazy boy. And take care of yourselves, guys. If you want to watch the inauguration, watch it. If you don't. I'm still sort of on the fence about that, although I believe I have a client at that time. What? So I won't be seeing it live, but I think I will check it out, at least until he starts talking, and then I'll have to put the mute on, and there he goes running. Put the mute on and just read what he says instead of listening to that god-awful, whiny-ass voice. Skibibbles. All right, guys. For those of you who are wondering about my channel, I have to do a boot camp, I guess. I didn't know. So it will be coming. It will be coming probably now, most likely in February. But, you know, it takes the time that it takes. And I will continue to do these every morning. That will not be a problem. I will still put plenty of stuff out if you're not a member. But I feel like when I really want to talk about something, I think there needs to be a little bit of a separation between me and the world. So if you really want to know what I have to say about things, I'll keep that in the membership just to stay safe, as it were. It's easy enough to find me, so I want to be a little bit more cautious. All right. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. Stay warm. For those in California, we're with you. For those in Gaza, thank God for the ceasefire. Although I'm still concerned. I'm still concerned about that. Let's send as much light and love as we can. Let's hold the space for peace. Maybe that's what that Libra Moon is all about. Holding the space for peace. I love you guys. Take care. Namaste.